I don't even know, bro.
All right. So we should be.
Yeah, make sure you're.
We
Yes.
we should be live and everything should be functioning well. Hopefully, I don't know.
Hello, can people hear us?
It's this is the part of the day where someone tells me that I didn't do something correctly with the mic settings.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes for us. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not a true Divide and Conquer stream without audio
Yeah,
issues.
yeah. So, yeah. Hi, everybody. How's it going?
Hello.
Welcome to Divine and Conquered's ReRoll podcast, where we talk about last couple of games, some, I don't know, quasi-philosophical D&D bulls spit, because I can't cuss.
Flex that degree, man. Flex
Flex the degree I don't have.
it.
Is that...
I have a degree in Dungeons and Dragons. Excuse
Oh,
me.
do you really? Wow. Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
Absolutely. I am like, it's like plastered on my wall right now
You
as
got
we
that
speak.
you got
Oh my
that
god,
PhD.
is Cow here?
Is Carabao
It's
here?
I see a Carabao.
Ooh, I see
Oh
a
my God, he
Carabao.
just
Wait,
did. He just
Carabao
snuck
my
in the
God.
chat.
is muted by me because of
Oh my god.
the game last time. Now he is live.
Oh, I gotta unmute him. Hold on. I have to.
Jeremiah,
I can't hear
I hear
him.
you. I hear you
I
finally.
can't hear. Oh my God, Jeremiah, is that you? Jeremiah, is that you?
Oh no.
He died.
He's gone.
No, it's okay. He just rolled a 30 in stealth.
Wait,
and
I'm
he's
gone?
gone now.
Yeah.
Oh,
now
God.
you're fine. I felt something run in on my toe, and I'm super afraid.
It's just Carabao.
No.
That was Carabao entering chat.
No. Carabao, did you touch my toe? Did you touch my toe, Carabao? Did you fucking touch my toe? Dude, don't touch my toe, man. That's my sweet spot. Hi, guys. So, we have a very odd and unusual topic for our conversation.
Unusual?
I mean, I guess it's kind of
In
unusual.
what way?
And cults are weird.
It's fair.
I mean, I'm going to try to be as polite as possible about this subject because I can make fun of a lot of things, and I will behave myself. So, we're going to discuss cults and / in parentheses bad guys, I guess.
Ooh, the bad guys.
The bad guys. So, since our Harry Potter, Jeremiah's in the Harry Potter group. Jeremiah's in every group now. That
Yeah,
boy
he's
is
like super special like that.
super special. But let's wait until at least we have one more person from the Harry Potter game to come on. Well, I guess because this is why I came up with the idea of cults for this specific podcast. Horde of the Dragon Queen has cults.
Oh no, do they?
I mean, yeah, yeah. They're cultists.
Yeah, fair.
The Harry Potter group has Grindelwald cultists that they've barely encountered, and they're discovering more sinister things that people that worship Grindelwald are doing. Worship is maybe a strong word, but you know what I mean. And Sacred World just discovered other things that could be related to cults.
Wes doesn't know about that. His feelings are too hurt right now.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. But before we get into the big subject of tonight, players, you guys have any questions or any things that you guys wanted to discuss about the previous games that we had?
I had a question, but sorry, I had to mute because background noises. I didn't want to leave you hanging like that.
Why are you leaving me hanging, bro?
Just reasons. Yeah, so my question is, hey man, what the fuck?
What happened? What did I do this time? As I'm trying my best to adjust the microphone without it making any noise for you guys, which is not gonna happen.
Yeah, you just, what the fuck?
What do you mean?
I thought it was just in general,
What?
in life, in game.
Oh, I mean that's
Just the recent developments happening right now in Sacred World, where we are now kind of teetering to some really as somebody who knows of the things that happen within the realms of D&D and all the big players that happen. So Asmodeus.
Asmodeus is a guy.
He's a dude.
He's a good dude.
I wouldn't call him. I wouldn't call him a bro.
Why not?
He doesn't seem very bro-like to me.
I mean, I could argue that Asmodeus is the biggest bro of all the bros.
I don't know, bro. What
But
you want to weigh in on this, bro?
I can't do that right now because it's going to ruin the campaign.
Lynn, bro.
Hmm.
Do we want to weigh in on if Asmodeus is a bro or not? Because I think we have some expertise in what a bro is.
He would not be allowed in the fort.
No, he's not allowed in Fort Bro.
What about Okay. So, I'm going to say some things and not that are very vague, and then you guys tell me if that's what a bro would do or if that's not what a bro would do. So, a bro. Okay, let's see.
What's up,
All right, bro. So,
Okay,
would
bro.
a bro like let his friends die in a fight? Would a bro let his friends die in a fight?
What's the fight and why are they fighting?
They're fighting because they were told to fight, and the fight is against a big baddie.
I need you to know that because I banished Tabitha to the back because she's sick. She heard the name Asmodeus and she came crawling back out. Now she's sitting on the floor in front of me, just listening.
I can just picture her on the floor with her face up, looking at the ceiling, just like crawling, just like
yes,
Asmodeus.
She's like, yes, Asmodeus.
Let me just simplify it by saying I'm pretty sure you guys would be like, no, that's not a bro. A bro wouldn't.
That's not. No.
A bro would like be there for his friends or her friends and like fight alongside.
First of all, Asmodeus doesn't have friends. He has associates.
He's a nerd. You can't have any friends in that locker.
Fucking nerd. Yeah, there's no room for friends in that locker.
All right. I ain't gonna argue that one. Asmodeus is a big fucking nerd. But
this is where I reference that video I sent.
Hashtag Despotter shoves Asmodeus into a locker.
I want to see that high school special.
I will fucking draw it for you, bro.
Please and thank you. But no, for realsies. At the end of everything, you're gonna see that Asmodeus is not he's pretty much a bro.
He's
gonna be a bro. He's gonna be a bro.
I mean, we can say that.
Yeah, we can say whatever we want.
Mm-hmm.
Some might say he was the first bro. And that's
just because you were the first don't mean you're a bro.
Wait, was he the first? No, technically Asmodeus would have been like a millionth. He wouldn't have been the first.
Yeah, bro. So you're not the first bro.
He was the first bro, though.
I think we have some, I think Lynn and I have some comic lore that will say otherwise.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
All right. Look, just because you have a guy who's a big fucking nerd called Asmodeus in your comic book, and I have a guy who's a big fucking nerd called Asmodeus in my world, doesn't mean that they're same Asmodeus. Bro. So, don't Tabitha, stop. I need you to not ruin the campaign.
Tabitha wants to keep bringing up them blood wars.
Secret files. Delete secret files. Yeah. It is.
Alright, so here's where I will agree.
Okay. What up, bro?
Asmodeus is not a bro. But I do see Asmodeus as being the Fonz.
The Fonz. I think Displacer is the Fonz. Now I need to see fucking art of this as a whatchamacallit,
as a Fonz?
as a Fonz or a rockabilly or psychobilly like a singer. Hey.
Yes. There. Hey.
There's a giant A on his tummy. A.
Yeah. Hey.
Look at that A. All right then. Other than that specific thing, is there anything that you guys actually like real questions that you guys had?
Real questions
about either Sacred World, the Harry Potter game?
Can I ask?
Yeah, of course. What up?
Can I ask your inspiration behind Stoon?
Ah, yes. The great Dunstun.
Oh, the old Stone.
How I came up with Dunstun is there was a player who had a 30
Stone.
fucking 30 something on a history check. And I was panicking. I'm like, stool, stoon.
That's some A+ TMing right there.
I was
You
looking
look
at my
around you at
room.
everything that's in the room until you find words.
Dude,
I
that
have
was wonderful.
a old school trick on how to make a dwarvish name if you're in a pinch. Look at anything in the room, spell it out, read it backwards, and usually it will sound dwarven. Are you guys all doing that right now? Is that why it's complete silence?
I have a dwarf. He is a he's a dwarven barbarian.
Okay.
Path of the Ancestors, and his name is Korf.
Doesn't
Croft, or
Dwarf
Croft.
sound like a dwarven name?
Croft.
Croft? That sounds like a dwarvish name.
It does. Does sound like a dwarvish name.
Yeah, see? Fucking right, dude. Fucking right it does. Yeah.
Croflob.
What? One more time?
Croflob, that's his full name.
Croflob. Alright. Okay. I can see him doing his thing.
As I hold a fork and a bowl.
But Stone. That was wonderful.
Stoon is an A+ character.
I
Look
Like,
forward to attending his galleries.
of course.
As soon as that name was said, I'm like, I gotta write this.
Can I also interject and say how fucked up it is that Ariel has his own statue given the way that he died?
Yes, that was yeah. That's why Rogdar was like, "Hey, are you sure this Ariel dude is not a fake like the other princess?"
This what you guys. Little do you know, Ariel is the big baddie at the end of the game.
My theories have been wrong this whole time.
Did you think it was gonna be?
Damn it!
Who did you think it was gonna be?
Me, bitch.
Well, now it's gonna be Stoon now.
Now it's Stoon.
God damn it, now it's Stoon.
The lore is so deep that Wes doesn't even know he's a big baddie.
So deep.
So deep. So deep.
Challenge rating 40.
Oh man, that's old school 3.5 gods. CR40.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You gotta be 20 levels of one class and 20 levels of another class. Alright, cool. Here's a god. Also, they have level 12 spells. What are they? I don't fucking know. You make them up.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, they're just there. They just say up to level 12. And you're like, okay.
Alright then.
It's like, sure.
Yeah. So, Lynn, do you have anything from the Sacred World game that you saw that you need answers or questions on?
No.
Alright. Like,
Why are you asking Lynn?
I don't know! Because, like, Lynn's a viewer and shit.
Lynn knows everything.
Oh,
I know everything.
Oh, fuck.
I know all the things.
Oh yeah, because
Lynn's in your walls. Like, Lynn watches you while you're writing.
Apparently, was
that-
was that
I mean,
you that
that's what-
touched my toe this like earlier in the episode?
Lynn
I was
is
just
very
checking.
tiny. Lynn is very tiny.
Just scuttling across the floor and up your wall.
Oh man,
Wait, you're in the ceiling now too? Oh shoot!
Jeremiah, make room, make some tea. You got a visitor.
Like I have to share it with Matt.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And
That's gonna be lit too.
I need to start renting up the attic, because
yeah, if you keep renting that attic space, you'll have enough room for a whole new studio by the time.
yeah, I mean, yeah, all three of you guys just up there and shit. Oh man, that's not.
Start charging them.
I guess I will. I fear that if I start charging them, I won't have any friends left. Who's gonna watch me?
Okay,
while I sleep?
Asmodeus.
Who's gonna watch me as I sleep? Because I
Calm
sleep
down,
in this
Asmodeus.
room as well. The table is actually my bed, where we play D&D. That's why it's so long, because they have.
Really, the table's your bed? I thought you hung upside down in the crawl space.
No. That got tiring.
Oh yeah, that can be kind of taxing on the back.
Yeah. Gotta. Doctor says I gotta watch the old back. All right, so
yeah, you're coming up on what, 5,000 now?
Yeah, 5,000. So I do have a question for DM.
The DM
for Horde of the Dragon Quern.
Oh no.
Yeah. So cultists, right?
Yeah, cult.
Yeah. So because I have a workaround, like one of those like fuck you answers. Like I guess that works. So. Yes. Horde of the Dragon Queen. Tiamat's gonna the world, right?
Yeah.
So what happened with the other gods? Also, speaking of Asmodeus, it's if I understood the world of Faerun, you have to thank him for Tiamat not destroying the world.
I have a what?
You have to thank Asmodeus for Tiamat not destroying the world. That's my doggo.
Yeah, that's Cinnabon's agreeing with you.
Yeah, he agrees. He agrees.
Yeah.
Apparently, Asmodeus made a loophole so Tiamat can't just come and just be blah, 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 and kill everything. I don't know how true that is. I just read that. Is that it? Is that a thing? Is that a thing?
Well,
am I asking the wrong questions at the right
no,
time?
No, you're not. I would say that in Faerun, especially within within hell, as we call it, there's a lot of crazy shit going on within the very century that this game takes place. So there's a lot of stuff that's going on behind the scenes that you guys don't know about, and could also contribute into many, many campaigns that are happening.
I would contribute all the campaigns. What? I don't know what you said.
What?
Meh. But so here's the actual question, which hopefully will lead us into a group discussion.
Okay.
Instead of me poking at you guys.
What up?
So Tiamat is an entity. She's how do you say, a crazy ex-girlfriend.
I would. Yeah, definitely, I'd call her that.
Yeah, so she's coming back into town, wrecking shop, and being a cunt about everything. She has a whole bunch of followers.
Whoa, bro.
What? I'm only projecting.
Okay.
So she's coming into town.
I'm sorry that Tiamat wrecked your car, dude.
God, she didn't even pay the deposit. So Tiamat has a whole bunch of followers, aka cultists, who worship her and are trying to, from what we discovered, spoilers if you haven't played Horde of the Dragon Queen or the Rise of Tiamat modules, but get the mask, do Hocus Pocus, and Tiamat comes out and then kills us all. So
that's usually what it says on the back of the book. So yes.
Oh, okay. I hope it says Hocus Pocus stuff as well. Cultists do Hocus Pocus.
It actually says abracadabra, but you got the.
Okay. All right, cool. I need to use the correct verbiage. Sorry, wizards. So Tiamat comes. Cultists do Hocus Pocus. Tiamat comes, ends the world. That's if the bad guys win. That's what happens. So, what the fuck are the other gods doing?
Well, stop. That's my bullshit answer.
Oh wait, what was it? Sorry, one more time.
Duh.
Duh.
Stuff. They're doing stuff.
Oh, they're doing stuff. Got it.
It's. I would work it in the way that, because it actually in the modules. Spoiler alert. They don't really that's actually something that you DM have to write in yourself and put into consideration, because people don't I guess think big brain about how all of the planes and deities and the entities within and without are all connected in some way.
Mm-hmm.
So you just in the module, it's just all right, point A, point B, combat encounter.
Which I understand.
Here's this, there's that.
Yeah.
And it's a very basic outline for you to work with. And so if you just go straight out of the book, there's just like not a lot of meat to it. So you have to kind of add it yourself, kind of throw that flair in and
which I guess
think
I was
about all these things.
always scared about doing modules just because it doesn't really like you said, it's from here's what you need to do. Like, well, what if the player doesn't want to do that? Well, then they should be playing
then
this
you
module.
got to come up with that shit on your own, bro.
Yeah. That's why if I run a module, it's like, you guys have to be part of the game. You want to do what's in this book. Why? Because that's what we're doing.
It's what the book says.
Do what the book says. Don't read the book.
I mean, I've played it in a way that, I have players that don't want to do anything that's the book, and so I have to like write off other stuff, and then they go around to do that other stuff, and then you kind of weave them back into it.
Which I guess could be like
okay,
a session 0 discussion, which is like, you guys, we gotta fucking do what's in the book. Like, we're doing a book, not a homebrew campaign. Like, well, as a DM, like, no, you're being an asshole as a player now. If you are intently saying, well, there's no, like, I completely understand the whole, like, well, I did this thing. Technically, there's no reason for my character to continue with the party. So I should be the mature one and break up and then create a new character. At least in my opinion. I don't know. I'm not sure how others would view that.
I mean, I say it depends on the group. Depends on, like, just who you're playing with in general.
Yeah.
Like, always, it's one of those things where you have to, like, have that, talk, that meta talk, like, okay, this is what's happening. So we need to all be on the same page about what's.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But no, rounding back to the whole, hey, gods, what the fuck? Why aren't you paying attention to this? It's one of those things where, if you kind of keep in with the little details, they raided a temple of Shantae, which is the harvest goddess. There's storms on the horizon, which ties into foxes and Ophelia's god, Valkyr. And it's a lot of other crazy shit happening, so...
She's keeping things at bay.
Yeah.
Which it could be too. The other thing that I was also thinking is, like, the whole, like, Lord of the Rings...
Oh, Tabitha's, like, staring at me from the floor, and I'm like, oh, right, Bahamut, that dude.
Well...
He's not important, right?
Not right now.
He's a minor god.
Is Bahamut the minor god?
I'm joking.
I was gonna say,
I'm joking.
I thought Bahamut was a big boy god.
No, he's a big boy.
Yeah.
He is 100% a big boy, and
He a big boy.
I mean, if Tiamat is your adversary, pretty big deal in this game.
Yeah, which
He's only the
yes,
god of metallic dragons.
he's only the hold on.
He's only the god.
Let the oh, I'm reading things.
What are you reading? Who are you
Sorry,
reading?
I'm
What are you reading?
no, because I had my wiki notes up for
Oh.
Cult of the Dragon in case people were gonna ask me about it. So I'd be like, "This is what I know." I read a paragraph and I went, "Oh, this is actually good for my campaign." Sorry.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure, like, which I have a counter to like, oh, what are the gods doing, or what's happening, which you guys will have to discover in the game, but I mean, they're all bitches are gossipy. They all know what they're doing. Every single other god knows what the other ones are doing. They're
like,
trying
did you see what that bitch posted on her Instagram? Like,
exactly.
Fuck.
And then when you see them in the hallway, you're like, hi.
Hey girl, what's up?
Hi girl, hey, I like your boots. Are they a mimic?
Excuse me.
Are they Grayson?
Are they mimic?
That would be the most horrifying, like, dungeon trap for Grayson ever. He just wakes up and his boots are mimics.
Yeah. So, I guess if no one really has, like, a terrible amount of questions for the game, or has any, like, this is what my character was feeling.
Yeah, I mean, hey, yeah, if anyone wants to decompress what their characters are doing or thinking in both 3 games.
Before we
I don't
jump
want
into
to talk about it.
big one, I almost said a bad word. Tabitha, this is where you talk about it. This is exactly what the fucking...
Who doesn't want to talk about it? Does Oria not want to talk about it, or does John not want to? You gotta pick. West is a big, angry toddler right now, and he just...
He just wants chicken eggy.
So he wants the
no.
chicken eggies.
Oh,
I was talking to the Bay about the game because that's what we do on our way to other things. And
as one does.
As one does when they're on the way to things, they talk about the things. I was discussing Wes specifically, like, man, his life sucks.
No shit.
And
no shit, dude.
As I was trying to
I didn't
explain,
even intentionally write him like that.
yeah. So the text message I sent you has dual meaning, and well, maybe we can get to that in a bit.
It hurts me in every way, just so you know.
I'm sorry.
I'm just like, yeah,
I'm so
that
sorry.
makes sense.
But
Everybody
so
wants Wes to suffer.
yeah, I mean, kind of a little bit actually.
Everyone wants Wes to suffer.
There's a small group that really wants Wes to suffer, but that's a different.
Is this a new group? Is this a new group?
Sure. No, this is the OG group, Forever OG group.
The Forever OG group. Okay, I got you.
I don't. Okay, so I don't know if you're. So what we're discussing. Oh no. Is that So Wes grew up, had people experiment on him, and then got abandoned, and then found.
So if we're gonna start at the very beginning, Wes, when he was very little, he was raised by his mother, and then his mother was murdered by a Stormlord, and so he was picked up then by this old warlock lady named Mags, and that's when all the experimenting happened to him, and she was just kind of doing some shady shit that he does not understand. Therefore, I do not understand because I'm playing from Wes' point of view. So as a kid, whenever your parents do something weird, you're like, I don't fucking know what's going on. I'm just gonna go over here and play with my Mega Blocks.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody understands that you're an occult until they tell you you're an occult on TV.
Exactly. Wait a minute. I mean, that makes sense to me. Yeah, and then basically, yeah, gets abandoned. Everybody he loves dies. All that fun stuff.
And then you find your bestest friend in the world, Arya.
I do.
And then a cool bro, Ariel. And then the coolest bro,
The
Carabao.
bestest bro, my bestest friend that I love to death.
And then
my heart and soul, and I am bound to heart and soul.
Your bestest friend leaves you and dies.
I know,
and then,
he abandoned me.
And then Arya says, yo, bro, I know we've been through this from thick and thin. I'm gonna leave you. And then Ariel's like, yeah, this isn't even my home. I'm also gonna leave you.
Yeah, because I'm actually in the midst of sketching out like a whole comic to like kind of unpack everything that's going on with West, so that you can just kind of see it in real time, what was going through his head. Which I texted you that thing, and that was a fun thought, because like that was actually a legit thought that I had in that moment. Oh shit. So yeah. It was one thing for Aurea to just say, I'm going to leave and go back to my family. In that moment, it stung West, because it's like, oh, I thought I was your family too. But, you know, that's understandable. You have your own family. And it's one of those things where it's like, this hurts, it sucks, but okay. And then Ariel all of a sudden starts talking about, yeah, this isn't my home. And I would like to return to my real home one day. And West is like, cool, everyone's abandoning me. I'm going to be alone forever. Fuck this place.
Yeah, so Ariel, because this is the thing that technically wasn't discussed, but Ariel can go back to his home. He was in his home and came back.
Wes' heart is still broken. Thank you.
Yeah. So that's a different discussion that you guys might want to have with him. But yeah, and that's why I texted you as like, some people just like the taste of your suffering.
Yeah, clearly. Some people. Fucking Paylor, I swear to God.
Fucking Paylor.
He's just gonna stare directly at us and I'm coming for you, bitch.
You don't even know the half of it, dude. You don't even know.
That's the beauty of West. He never knows anything.
That's all right. Cool. I guess. Yeah, that's funny. I like that.
Well, no. West is a very smart boy. His stats are literally, he has a 14 intelligence.
Yeah,
West is no.
He's actually a very intelligent, capable of understanding a lot of things. It's just he's not educated, and that's how I play him. It's like he's not stupid. He's just not, traditionally educated.
He got them street smart.
He's got them street smarts.
Didn't he jump off a cliff?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Street smarts.
Oh shit.
Wait, didn't he like openly like try to stick his hands in fire?
Yes, he did. Street smarts.
I like how Lynn has a tab of all the things you've done.
Lynn has like a whole like backlog of the stupid shit West has done.
Cal, we need a fuse.
Lynn, do you have this for inspiration for writing? What would West do if Alistair did so and so?
That's the thing. That's the beauty of it. I'm the writer, so I have every stupid thing West has done.
Oh my god.
Yes.
And the dynamic those two while doing stupid shit is fantastic.
It's just escalated. It's they just feed off of each other's dumbassery.
Is that okay? Dumbassery. That's a good word. I like that word.
Yeah.
Dumbassery.
New word.
New word of the
Dumbassery.
day.
That's a new word of the
That's
day.
what. That's West.
Rude.
Excuse me. That is West. Dumbassery.
The dumbassery.
So
Dumbassery.
that completely overshadows Peru.
Peruse.
God.
Oh man, the dumbassery.
Yeah. I want to ask a question. Ragnarv. Since Ragnarv is here. Hey,
That's
buddy. I guess just unpacking. What's Ragnarv going for mentally with us? He just randomly joins up this party, and he's been sticking with us so far. Yes, thank you, Champ, for interjecting. Like, what's going on in his little beautiful noodle?
He's very confused, to tell you the truth.
What's
Right
his
now,
motivation?
Oh, his motivation is to. You already know that. It's to what's this called?
I don't know what is
To
it called.
say Carabao's name.
Ah, yes, to clear Caramel's name. That's right.
Yes, that was his main goal because of what happened.
Right.
At the moment, he's very confused with everything is going on. This petrified queen.
Yeah, y'all need to talk
totally
about
walked away from
what
that.
happens. Like, not saying this is a negative thing until it becomes a negative thing. But Sacred
What you're
World
saying?
has been the most secretive game I've ever had the pleasure of DMing. None of you motherfuckers tell the rest of the group any goddamn thing. It's like,
no, Ragnar did
Hey,
tell us in the very beginning that he has the means to clear Carabal's name. So we as a party
Jeremiah
already knew this.
is a fucking
No.
saint.
What?
And Jeremiah is a saint.
He's
So-
a wonderful person who is capable of allowing his characters
Gross.
to communicate openly with everyone. I love
Yes,
As
you know
West.
he broke. What's it? Ragnar broke. Not broke, but said the best lore-breaking secret to West. Okay,
Uh,
him. Yeah, it was super. That
Rob,
blew West's
he's
mind.
a robot.
I mean, I didn't say you should like tell everybody like the darkest secrets of your character, but like, all right.
It took
You wanna
West 2
start like that.
years to actually mention his backstory to his family. That's fucked up.
Yeah. Jeremiah just like, and here's everything.
Ragnar was like, I've known you for 1 whole week. Guess what? This is
Like,
my blood type. This
this is
horoscope.
my
Here's
blood type.
birthday. You want my social security number?
Hey, let's be honest. What was the
Ragnar is problem is a construct.
I love Ragnar as a character. He's such a
He's
delight.
pretty-
He is a delight. I love him.
I just
I love
pictured at the end of the last session for Sacred World, I can just picture Ragnar just grabbing popcorn, sitting on top of Brom, just eating as Wes is
No, he was sadly
ugly
polishing.
crying.
He was sadly polishing Brom. I remember
Well,
because
I
he
know-
wasn't
yeah,
involved
I was-
in the group huddle.
in
Because
my-
Ari
I was-
group huddled us, but Ragnar was left out. I remember this.
In my head,
I felt
he's
so bad.
eating popcorn, watching the catastrophe, as mommy and daddy say they're getting a divorce, and Wes is
Wes-
ugly crying away.
Mommy and Daddy are getting a divorce, and West is being put. Yes, I know.
That's the best.
Stop putting it like that.
That's exactly what we're putting it as.
That's kind of
exactly
how
what
it
it's like.
That's kind of
happened,
how
though.
it is. That's kind of how it is. You can't defy the truth.
Yeah, nobody wants to claim custody on Wes. Everyone's like, I'm gonna go my own way.
It's like
It's fine.
he's almost
Roadmap
18.
is
He
here
should just
for
get his
you.
own house.
He's only 35, guys. He can't take care of himself.
That sounds like a lot of people I know. He's only 30. What do you expect of him to pay his own bills?
Like, don't worry, Brom can take care of us.
Oh,
If the end game is Ragnar and Wes traveling together,
oh shit, that'll be a pretty good endgame.
that would be such a good end game. That'd make me like super happy.
Yeah.
But no, I guess I kind of the way I'm seeing it currently, me, Vic, the player, Ragnar traveling along with this group that Carabao basically entrusted his whole life to. In a way, it's just kind of opening up like this, seeing the people that Carabao cared about and kind of learning more about Carabao as a person and following in his footsteps through this campaign, which I think is a really beautiful thing, in my opinion.
So much beauty.
You know,
So much beautiful.
so beautiful.
No one haven't really mentioned why in game why Ragnar was dabbing just like Cow. There's a little dark secret to that too.
I mean, Wes might ask about it later, but I know he's crying a lot, like ugly crying.
I'm sorry.
And this was like this was probably like legit first time since it happened that Wes like openly talked about Carabao in that way.
Yeah,
Like
that's
that was like
so weird.
knife
That
in his
was
gut that he was keeping there stubbornly.
like a little weird interaction for me as well.
Yeah.
It's like because Ragnar was talking about Carabao and stuff like, and they were like, "This is weird." They were like, "Because I'm talking to myself."
It's like you're talking about
Talking
yourself,
about
bro.
myself, bro. Look, come on.
Dude, I heard Carabao was like shredded. He's got like an 8-pack.
He has 12-pack.
Oh shit. Oh god damn.
Yeah,
That guy just disappears in a dab.
Like- like 6 on his abs and 6 on his bag of holding.
He's more shredded than me. Carabao, all this time, I never knew.
I never knew.
Like maybe the other 6-pack is on the bag of holding, aka the dwarf scout.
Carabao, why did you never tell me these secrets? We bathed together.
Oh yeah, you guys did. That's weird.
Whatever.
You guys did a lot of things together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Tabitha says she has a random question.
what's up?
What's up, girl? What's your...
This is more of a question for Horde of the Dragon.
Oh no, Horde of the Dragon Queen question.
This is a Horde of the Dragon Queen question directed at Lynn.
Uh-oh.
I didn't do it.
Lynn,
Defensive mechanism.
Grayson, I didn't do it.
with what happened in our last...
Uh-oh.
The second that the white dragon mask was it just a split-second decision right then of, I'm going to attune to this thing?
For me or for Grayson?
Just for Grayson.
For Grayson,
Well, for Grayson and for you.
Yes. Both.
uh,
Yes.
for Grayson is very prideful on him like having knowledge. He's not a fighter. He likes to study things. So as soon as he saw that, he definitely wanted to know more about it, which is why he wanted to attune to it. So
Okay.
for him, it wasn't as much of a split decision. For me, it absolutely was.
Oh no.
I have my reasons of why I am playing him that way, and that's just because he has so much going on right now.
He really does. He's got out of everyone in the probably has the most complicated mess out of it.
Especially just all at once.
Yeah.
So I talked to Vic a little bit about this, of like his thought process of why he's doing what he's doing, but
Yeah.
to the main point of it, he is missing a good chunk of his memory, and all of these things are happening to him at once. He doesn't know what's going on. He's freaked out for the most part. So one of his flaws, his character flaws that I have for him, is that when he gets kind of emotionally flustered, he starts to panic and act irrationally. And that's kind of how I'm playing him right now. That's why he decided he's living a little bit more reckless, I guess, would be a good way to put it. Because he what does he have to live for? Like his mother is, tried to kill him, thinks he's dead. His dad's dead. As of right now, he actually has honestly no reason to be wanting to stop Tiamat right now. Other than he wants to find the guy who killed his father.
Who may or may not be a cultist that is trying to make Tiamat happen. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Well then.
I mean, that makes
a
sense.
thing.
I think that makes sense for Grayson. He doesn't have much motivation towards. Well, it's more he doesn't have much reason to.
That's what you're gonna say. He doesn't have much to live for.
Yeah, pretty much.
That too. Like in this moment, that too.
Yeah, like he's got, Xavier saying like, "Hey, you're my father," and then he's got like all these weird coincidences and ties to all these people, but even if he's being told that, he has no memory, he's got no emotional connection. So at that point, it's just kind of like hearsay. And it's just confusing and frustrating him more than anything.
Yeah, I mean, how would you feel in that moment where some random guy who is also close to the same age as you comes up to you and be like, "You're my dad," and we have there's like a whole like history with us, and you need to believe me, and and all that kind of shit.
I'd slap him.
I mean, fair.
How dare you.
Yeah, so as of right now, Grayson doesn't really give a shit about Tiamat right now. He doesn't have a reason to. No one's actually sat down and said himself. Yeah, pretty much. No one has been like, "Hey, this is going to happen." So
I think Fox told the group in a very awkward group huddle, "Tiamat's gonna kill us all. We should stop her." Because
was Grayson a part of that huddle though? Are you sure he was a part of it?
Yes, he didn't want to be, and I said, Fox was like, "If you don't give a shit about this, bro, you can leave."
I do remember that now that I think about it.
Yeah. Was that this past session, or was it?
No, that was like
it was a while back.
Yeah. It
was
some time ago.
Okay, got you.
It was way back. Dude, we're almost at like 20 episodes of Horde, which is amazing because we play like every other week. It's kind of astonishing.
I'm shook.
You shook?
I'm shook, and I think what I love about this right now is I'm gonna say, spoiler alert. We're at this point in the campaign where I am like sad that we play every other week instead of every week, because I'm like, I want to get to like very specific parts in the campaign. I'm like, I can't wait. Like, I'm so excited.
Well, whose fault is that?
It's my fault, of course.
Of course. How dare you want a better education?
I know. How dare I take time to make sure I don't burn myself out on everything that I'm doing? How dare I?
If you were a real bro, you'd just kill yourself.
I would just play it every fucking day. That's what I would.
Yeah, only real bros do that.
I know, right? Every fucking day, guys. Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Grayson, roll me a wisdom save. Let's start right now.
Hey, he's got great wisdom. Thanks.
I know he does.
Guess he doesn't have great wisdom.
Make me a dex save.
No. Hold on. I'm actually going to roll for it.
That's just
Hold, please. Let's see what happens.
Are you rolling on chat? Or where are we rolling?
Yeah, I'll roll on chat.
Ooh.
But you have Dice Maiden though, so what's the
it's just exclamation point. and then you do the thing.
Exclamation point. Then just put like what, 1d20?
Roll 1d20.
Look what I did. I didn't do it right.
Nope, I didn't do it right either. I did it on Lynn's chat because I'm stupid. I did it on the DMs.
Is it d20?
No.
How are we doing this?
Roll.
What?
D20. Hold on. Like this. Just like that. Like what I just wrote.
Okay, I'm doing that. Roll.
Ta-da!
1d.
You gotta put a space. There you go.
Look, I got a 7.
Grayson.
Did you really get a 1? You fucking got a 1?
So he actually has a -2 to that, so he has a -1.
He's a -1.
You died. Your
It's
legs
his dex.
exploded. Your legs
That
exploded.
is his dex. Yeah, this leg's just fucking exploded.
Your legs exploded, bro. You dead. Ah, man. No, that's weird. So, hey, writers, DMs, and
Yes.
others that are here that also contribute. I think that media nowadays, or in the past, sorry, was like with 80s movies, etc. Or like.
There's a cat. Yeah, sorry.
What did you say about a cow?
I said there's a cat yelling in the background, so I apologize.
Okay.
He's like very upset about something.
Oh, okay, maybe because he's not part of the podcast.
He's very upset about that. I don't know. He's staring at our makeshift bar and just yelling at it.
Yelling at it.
He wants a drink.
Oh, so do I. Get in line.
Me too, bro. Sorry, bro. You gotta wait for Jesus to get his drink first.
You gotta wait for the G's. So like, let's use a really easy example. Staying back with the theme of cultist.
Okay.
A shit ton of movies like in the 80s, etc., were like a satanic cult trying to bring a demon into the world, and what did they get? Because the demon's just gonna use them and doesn't care about them and is gonna destroy the world. So
yes.
With all that, why would anybody follow the demon? Why do cultists do their culting?
My answer to that, I'm trying to keep this as vague as I can because this actually plays into my game.
Oh,
You just want to feel included, man.
Yeah, people just want to feel involved.
I was never asked to play kickball.
Get involved with your community and join a cult.
Are we gonna write, Lynn? Are we gonna write in a cult that's just like they're just like group participation?
Yes, it's a community watch. Or like the cult meets up on weekends to play softball.
Oh my god, I love them so much.
The cult bake sale.
Oh yeah, it's like now remember I need everybody to fill out this sign-up sheet for the bake sale. I better not see any store-bought goods. Make sure you have allergy cards filled out. Make sure you have your gluten cards filled out.
Remember, Devin's afraid. Devin's allergic to nuts. You can't have nuts.
So no nuts, please. If you do, please have them wrapped separately and prepackaged. Okay? Thank you. All right, now moving on to the next motion of the meeting.
We are sacrificing Miss Wendy to our Lord and Savior.
So, yeah.
We're adopting a highway.
Everyone in motion.
We are also sponsoring a Little League team.
Oh, yeah, that's very nice. So we're all getting... we're all handing out free T-shirts at the next little game. So make sure to bring your.
So I laughed, and it's because I couldn't just stop laughing, and I moved away from the microphone, and I found a pile of my sticky notes for things that I write as I'm doing other things.
Yeah.
And this sticky note for one of the things that we're going to film at South by Southwest, and I read, "White people can't even," as one of the commercials that we're going to film at South by Southwest, and I thought it was funny.
What?
White people, they can't even. You know those commercials where there's just a whole bunch of white people trying to do normal things like, "Has this ever happened to you?" And they have a bag of Cheetos and
Can
like,
it just be
explodes.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Can it just be? Can I interject a note here, and we could totally make this an advert for. And I'm putting myself on for complete expense on this. Make this an advert for Horde of the Dragon Queen, and it's just Grayson down everywhere.
It's just Grayson what?
Grayson just falling down everywhere because negative decks.
Oh no.
Has this ever happened to you?
But he has to do it like in like the cheesy infomercial like fall. Yes.
Oh, I
Perfect.
can fake fall. I
So-
can fucking fake fall.
So we're going to do 2 fake fall commercials.
Yes.
I mean, we can. I
Alright.
just gotta find the boots.
Okay. All right. Adding it to the notes.
Oh god.
Fake fall
Fake fall
commercial.
Grayson. Oh. I gotta do my hair again. Fuck.
Yeah, bro.
It's because this is a fun like side completely off track thing, but
Still
Lynn's
gonna
holding
be
me to
into
it. Lynn is holding me to it that if Alistair gets like about like over 1,000 followers, I will dye my hair to look exactly like Grayson's.
Okay.
That was a bet we made. Like actually legit like bleach it white.
Oh.
Hmm.
We should
Like
be
I would
following-
literally adopt the skunk hair.
That skunk hair is awesome though.
It's a really fucking cool skunk hair, and I love it. And the fact that my hair mimic the shape of it is terrifying to me.
Speaking of mimic, so why do cultists follow their cult other than
Yeah.
sweet benefits and
Yeah, it's that
gluten-free
benefits.
cookies?
I mean, personal validation is what Tabitha yelled.
Personal validation.
I think if I'm gonna kind of talk about it, the way I like to see things is everybody has a personal goal, and they want to use whatever means they can to achieve that personal goal. So if joining a cult means it gets me closer to getting that sweet fucking cash, then I'll fucking do it. If joining a cult means I can exact revenge on this one person in my life that I fucking hate, then I'll do it. Like, stuff like that. That's usually how I kind of see it.
Yeah.
It's the cult isn't like a one entity thing. It's made up of all these different characters with all these different motivations and these different paths of lives that they walk. And they just kind of all blend together into one organization sometimes because you just need like quick fodder to throw at your characters real quick. But these are like all people that have joined for a reason.
And that's the people that joined knowingly.
The
Yes.
people that were forced to join or have no other option or didn't know that it was a cult. It was just,
Yeah.
that's just what I was
It
taught.
was, yeah. This was the way I was raised. This is the way that it's been for me. Or, they're paying to keep food on my table for my family, or that kind of shit. Like they literally
Why
dropped
people join
500
cults.
gold. They literally dropped 500 gold in my lap, and so I can feed my family forever. Like in a peasant's mind, in a mercenary's mind. Like some people, I guess, just don't have the option, and that's why they do it.
Which leads me to a slightly deeper topic that I was, I guess, kind of waiting for it to be approached.
About the demon?
About demon. Bad guy motivation.
Okay.
As the
I
like,
have
idea
answer
that people shouldn't, maybe more towards the M's, but
Okay.
more of like the lazy motivation of just why is this person fighting so hard for Asmodeus, as you see him for an example? Like why are they doing like all this work so hard just to like get that sweet moolah from Asmodeus when like
Well,
Paylor is going to go spank them or something?
well,
Asmodeus is charismatic as F.
yeah, he's super fucking charismatic. That motherfucker. What a nerd. No. I like to adopt this way of thinking, especially when it comes to writing my villains, and whether it's for a a Dungeons and Dragons session, or if it's for my own personal writing, or if it's for the Alistair comic plug. The villains, the bad guys, they don't see themselves as the bad guys. They are completely justified in what they are doing. They have a reason for doing this, and if they feel that they got to break a few eggs along the way, then so be it. They're going to do it. But they're not the bad guy.
What would you say if a villain knew that it was doing something evil? Like, I know I'm doing this.
No, I mean, yeah, there are those, but usually, I mean, they're going to justify, why they're doing it.
What is evil?
Yeah, what is evil? Let's go back to alignments, guys.
What is evil?
According to Dungeons and Dragons,
I mean, I do.
Evil is anything contrary towards mankind's expansion.
Yeah. Well, I would equate that to, say you're in. Okay, it's a shitty example, but say you're in an argument with or somebody that you're like on the brink of like breaking up with, and it's one of those things, either you're right or I'm right, and you want to be right, and you feel like that, it's like, all right, you're gonna see me as the bad guy. I know that my way is the right way, so fuck it, I'm the bad guy, and that's what I'm gonna be to you. And that's just, I guess, just that mentality that you end up adopting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the thought of like thinking of the reverse. Basically, like, the bad guys have the reasons they're doing things, and they think it's the right thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
I do not believe in anyone who's just doing it just pure to be an asshole.
Yeah, well, I know there are those that will be,
obviously,
and those
you have not met Rakdos in Ravnica. He's an asshole.
I'm sure he is, but also there's always more to it.
Sorry, I'm getting a page from Dis in the back of my head. He says Rakdos.
Wait, what did it say? Because you cut out?
He said Rakdos is a punk bitch.
Rakdos is a big-ass punk bitch. And when I say big-ass punk bitch, I mean he's literally the size of a fucking skyscraper, punk-ass bitch.
I mean, hey, that was just the crumpled-up note card that I was handed.
Oh, as you kind of vomit a car. Oh, man. You need to communicate better. At least this way is more effective. This is better than the last way of communicating. You sending me notes.
Right. Can I like get a phone in there for him? Like, can he just text me? Like,
I don't know. Talk to him about it.
Hey, buddy, can you like text me?
So, Lynn.
He says he doesn't have a phone.
For motivations for bad guys. And charismatic ones that are great followers, cultists, big bad baddies. So something as an really easy scapegoat, like the Joker. The Joker knows what it's doing is wrong.
Oh boy.
Why? Oh boy. He's
I have personal opinions about the Joker.
He's a grown ass man.
I know he's a grown-ass man.
But, so, like, what about, which, like, we can say that he had a mental breakdown. We can say life wasn't fair to him. We can say a whole bunch of other things. But it knows what it's doing is wrong. Is there still the bad guy doesn't view what they're doing as wrong? Palpatine could also be, like, part of that category. Where, like, I'm doing this for the greater good. Like that's I see those villains quite often.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's really easy to just say something along the lines of like, this guy's doing it because he likes to hurt people, because they're a sociopath. Which could, like, totally fine if that's the villain that you wrote for, but we could also perceive that as being lazy.
Yeah.
But someone who is a sociopath, who is doing all these things, and somehow is also charismatic enough to have a cult. As the Joker. What are your thoughts on that? You don't all have to scream.
Okay. I mean,
you cut out for me, so I missed that entire
last
big question.
What? How dare you?
To be honest, I thought you were only directing the question at.
No. It's I mean, I was, but then Lynn apparently couldn't hear me, so I'm like, oh shit. Oh, that sucks.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Better communication. Come on.
Lynn, it says you're muted, but it's not on mine.
I can hear. I can hear.
Okay.
I've got background noises going on.
Sorry, this just says that he doesn't get good reception.
The question is towards everybody for realsies.
Okay.
But it's like the idea of like writing a good villain. I think that most of us here that are writers, because everyone here has written a lot, every single person in this chat. A good villain would be someone who has it's not easily definable, has ulterior motives. They're trying to do the greater good. Sorry that it's going to hurt a lot of people, but we're overpopulated and we need a plague. We need.
Yeah, bro, we need another plague.
Yeah.
It's time.
The world is overpopulated. We hate children's. That's exactly no. A complicated villain like that, I think we would all be like, wow, that was really well written. They had a lot of conflict. All the heroes doing what they think is best. Maybe the villain does have some points. It questions our morals, etc. So going with something as easily as an easy scapegoat and as understandable that we have in our pop culture, like the Joker, who is who, depending on like which origin story we get, let's just put them all together. He abused as a child, definitely has some mental problems, definitely psychologically messed up, but also extremely intelligent enough to understand that what he is doing is societally and morally incorrect. We can just say he's a sociopath, but the idea of sociopathism is very, very overplayed and doesn't quite actually follow through with what we quote unquote identify as a sociopath. They don't fucking wet the bed and kill animals when they're kids. Like that's not what they do.
No.
That was like 3 people, and therefore now everybody does it. So what are y'all's thoughts on such a, specifically again going towards cults, and Asmodeus being a charismatic motherfucker? In most cults should have some appeal for the masses to follow them. You can't just brute force everything. Like that only works on a small scale. But for big campaigns, or big arcs, like again using the Joker, who has a lot of following and has a lot of pop culture, and a lot of people quote unquote relate to him, which is a stupid fucking concept to begin with.
I don't like that at all.
So what are y'all's opinion about something who is just doing something bad because he wants to do something bad? I am hurting you because I like to hurt you. Being also a charismatic individual. Do you think that's lazy writing? Do you think it only works because this one thing was accepted? What are y'all's opinion on that?
I would say, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, usually if it's like, I'm hurting you because I want to hurt you, he has a backstory. There is a reason for it. He's not just... I do not believe people just do things randomly like that. There's always like something that sparked it.
Mm-hmm.
And even with the Joker thing, like I don't know which iteration it was, but there was a point where he says that he does it for the chaos, and like he believed the chaos was needed.
Yeah, I think that was the Heath Ledger Joker from Dark Knight. If I recall correctly, I could be completely wrong and a total asshole and a fake fan.
There's so many. I don't even.
There's like a million iterations, but no. I agree with that. The whole sentiment of them hurting just because it's fun. There was like a backstory to that, and usually that's a person that was pushed to a brink. And I do like characters that are like that, where they were just like us, but then there was a point where they had enough, and then there was just a point where their brain could not handle it, and they just broke completely.
Yeah, and I think like it turns from being a like well written to kind of being like your everyday run of the mill is whether or not the audience gets to know.
Yeah, I would say rarely do I see villains like that done like written well, because it's just like a very easy out to go, he's evil, just he's doing bad things and we're just going to have him do bad things for shock value. and then they just keep it like that without actually adding any depth to the character. And I just sometimes it can be very lazy writing, but there are times where they have written it very well and it works for what it is. And I would love to talk more about things because I actually have characters that work for this conversation, but I can't say anything. Spoilers.
Yeah.
So what you do is you don't say that those are characters. You just talk about an idea you just had.
I know. But you know.
Keeping with D&D, keeping with the concept of people need a backstory. The audience needs to relate somehow and needs to understand the motives of what the villain was doing, whatever the villain is. So let's talk about chaos.
Yes.
Before there was anything, there was monsters. And before there was monsters, there was only darkness.
Yes.
Demons, depending on most lore for Dungeons and Dragons, demons were always there. Demons were there before most of the gods were considered gods. So those are literally embodiments of pure energy and carnage and chaos and destruction. No rules, no nothing, just blood and torture. So with those entities, they're viewed as monstrosities. They're viewed as like the evil, the purest of evils, right?
Right.
So with all that, why do we have cultists that follow demon lords? I mean, it could be just like the whole going back to like, oh well, they're just getting paid. Like this demon lord promised to kill my ex because she scratched my car. There are people that don't know any better and being tricked. Like I get all those, but what for a story purpose, a story element, what are your thoughts on that? Adding just bouncing back on the whole conversation we were having. Just a rando thought.
So it's fun talking about demons because, I don't know, there's always something so, I guess, instinctively scary about demons, like utilizing them in writing, because it's like, that that's ultimate evil, like the way your brain processes it, especially if you grew up Catholic.
In America's Judeo-Christian society,
in America's Judeo-Christian society, if you grew up under a specific branch of Christianity, you pretty much had it put in your head that this is the ultimate evil and this is the scariest thing you will ever encounter in your life. Forget about taxes. Forget about, paying bills. Demons.
Taxes is the demon.
Yes.
Did you say taxes is the demon?
It is the demon.
Oh,
it
shit.
should be.
It is the demon.
Damn.
So, I actually took an online little class thing about witchcraft through the ages and how
I can't talk about this.
It was influenced and stuff and all that stuff. But basically, people were quote unquote making pacts with demons and devils for the knowledge. So that could definitely be a huge factor. Also, you all should definitely look into that lesson because it was really cool.
Oops.
But
my bad, guys.
What do we going on that? I like these conversations because I like to be like, but actually, type of guy.
Here's a question on chat, guys.
What? We got a question? Okay, what's up?
It says, I don't understand why demons play into the story myself. Why punish the people your god hates? Why not enemy of my friend?
Why can't I read the chat? What is wrong with my computer?
I don't know.
Let me just let me refresh the page.
Okay. I mean, if you do, the whole chat might go away, but
it did complete. So what was the question? Because I couldn't see it.
Says, all right, so it's from Cutie Chain. So I don't understand why demons play into the story myself. Why punish the people your god hates? Why not enemy of my enemy is my friend?
I think they're like if if I could tackle that question, and please interrupt when you have. I think the idea of falling specifically like a demon lord, it's a lot of fear, and I don't think that most quote unquote civilized groups would actually worship or follow the demon lords. I think that they would try and think that they're being smart and outthink the devils. I think that when someone contracts or summons a demon, they're introducing that chaos. They're in a way, it's a fucked up contract. They're not saying, I'm going to give you my soul. They're like, hey, give me access to blank, and I give you this town. It's let me open up a portal for you on this material plane, and I'm going to get this. With the mentality that they don't care about their eternal soul. They care about the now. Most likely, I'm going to get fucked over. But that's not my problem. That's Dead Me's problem.
Right. Yeah. I would also like to, I guess, like kind of adding like a little like branch to that conversation piece.
Yeah.
I know that they're in many Dungeons and Dragons pantheon lores that there have actually been gods that are perceived as good that will make deals with these devils, demons, to kind of help further along things. Thought that was a fun little conversation piece.
Isn't that interesting?
I know, right?
But yeah, isn't that amazing?
It's that's the voice of Jesus saying, "I can't say too."
Yeah.
He's like, "Shit, spoilers are on to me."
Get out of my walls, Matt.
No, never.
Oh man. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting thing. I think and
Almost like it falls back into our alignment talk.
Yeah, I try to always. I only specifically wanted to do my career choice because I have the ultimate question of what does it mean to be good. That's like always in the back of my head.
Yes.
It's fucking annoying. So but going back to our lit majors in here.
What's up?
Which is yeah, exactly. So demons and devils generally were not demons and devils in literature. It was just the evil, the antagonist.
Yeah.
And
well, there's many different thematic antagonists in the story. It could be the antagonist, which ties mostly into like narrative conflict being like man versus man, or man versus self, or man versus nature. So
exactly. So
depending on what your conflict is you're trying to achieve, that would be your antagonist.
So I think that most not using any religious factions, but most demons and devils in literature was used as more of a force, an entity, nature. And it could sub in with like a possession of like man versus man, but rudimentally it was always nature. It was always the element literally of chaos, or the element literally of evil. If there is positivity in the world, there's positive force, there is positive vibes only, then there should also be negative vibes only. There should be the darkness, and that is not a quantifiable thing. It is a thing.
And I would say
we don't have
also,
arguments with gravity saying, "Whoa, gravity, why are you pushing me down like this?"
Gravity, what the fuck? Come on.
They're a thing. They're a constant in our world. There are story elements that we need to overcome as men.
Yeah.
But when it gets into such complexities as Dungeons and Dragons and definable things like demons are chaotic evil, devils are lawful evil. We have a difference between them. We have a war between the three. There's another part of that war. We have them influencing the material plane. We have other creatures that were born. Like, I understand that it's lazy writing, but the world can't all be complex writing, because we got some fucking crazy ass gnolls that want to just rip and tear. We have orcs that are so pissed off that Daddy Orc got shot in the eye by the elf god. They're like, let's fucking kill some elves. Bro, it happened like 6 bajillion years ago. But I'm mad. So, which, I don't know, just hopping on that conversation, on that.
Oh,
train.
yeah.
I
like to throw a fun fact out here and say
up?
that's. No, I was gonna say fun fact. Slods are chaotic. Thank you.
Wait, what was it?
Slods.
Gods are
Slads.
Slads
Slads are chaotic.
Slads.
Evil. Yeah.
Chaotic.
There's.
I read one was chaotic neutral. I was like, hey, what's up?
Did you know that there is a not used world where there is a group of I don't think were they devas? It's like a demon, but they're neutral demons. Like it's an entity between devils and demons.
Neutral demon. I don't believe that.
Yeah, there's a thing, and Pathfinder had a very fucking. I loved what they did. I forgot they were called, but it was a lot of Eastern religious influence and philosophy, where there was a group of they weren't demons, they were diamonds. That were essentially kind of between devils and demons, that they seeked enlightenment, and they evolved like demons do. There's a first level, and then the more enlightened and neutral and understanding you got of the entire cosmos, the more and more and more you evolved until you were like a challenge rating 19, fucking epic 6-arm. Bay that fucking did a shit ton of like necrotic damage. Let me see if I can find it.
I'm trying to Google that myself.
Pathfinder Daimon. I think it's Daemon.
Oh, Da. Oh, that kind of spelling.
I think that's
right.
what.
3.5 is what I'm finding.
Oh, they were in 3.5. Okay, cool.
All right, let me.
I think that's who they were. Neutral evil outsiders.
Not to be confused with demons, are outsiders native to the astral planes. They're natural polymorphs and thus possess no true form, instead switching between any they think of at will. These are rare beings that are bound to the fabric of reality, allowing them to alter the area around them. They are technically immortal. Old age will not kill them, but a sword tends to do a fine job. They have a great degree of perspective than most races. However, the younger members of their races are reckless and impulsive, although good-natured. Demons are very rarely take pleasure in, are likely to be pursuing whatever has caught their eye at the time. They are usually neutrally aligned, although a few of them have been known to be chaotic good. Daemons are never evil. Are they lawful?
Huh. That's
3.5.
That's 3.5.
That's what 3.5 says.
Okay,
this is 3.5. That's what I found.
All right. I'm trying.
And then in 5th edition, there is something called a Daemon Eater.
Huh. Okay. What do they say?
They were created when a humanoid being is corrupted by a natural as the Daemon Blight. Every few hundred years, a red moon rises, raining Daemon Blight upon the world, while the sky, every living being is susceptible to the horrific disease. Any humanoid who contracts the blight immediately manifests the first symptom: black spots of skin concentrated on a single limb. Most die soon after from the power of the corruption, weakening their body beyond repair. However, those lucky enough to survive begin to emit an aura of malevolence, the aura of the abyss. As the black splotches grow into a demonic limb, wholly unlike what there was before, the few who learn to control it soon realize that the struggle is far from over. Whether they like it or not, they have now become an enemy to all things good and holy, and will face rejection and violence even from those they once loved. This is the plight of a Daemon Eater.
Okay. I'm reading on diamonds from Pathfinder.
Wait, is this a class? Hold up. Is this homebrew? It's a homebrew page. Never mind.
Okay, all right.
Ignore everything I just said.
So
that sounded cool as fuck, though.
Says that diamonds
I was like, wait,
are
is this
a young
Dragon Age?
fiendish race who exists to to pretty much feast on mortal prey, but they're in between law and chaos. Demons concerned over themselves, only the destruction of itself. Demons seek this destruction that allows them to feast on mortal souls, which is focused on their existence. They're apocalypse type creatures that feed on the great beyond. Their plane is bound down, something like that. I don't know. Fucking. So
Matt Damon
is
playing.
it Divas? No, that's not Diva.
Davas?
Divas. Where was
I don't
it?
know.
Oh well. Hey, look. This plane also has Yeet Hounds in there.
Hey, I love me a Yeet Hound.
I like Yeet Hounds. But yeah, they kind of remind me of Phyrexians.
I actually came up with a druid concept where he's like a grandmaster druid who's like fucking like 800 years old, and he's like the gatekeeper of the Feywild, and his best friend is a Yeet Hound who hangs out with him in a cave in the middle. It's pretty cool.
Yeet Hounds are cool. I like Yeet Hounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's also, I don't know. I just like the idea that there is a neutral evil entity that likes to kill things, but it's just because they're hungry.
They just hungies.
Yeah, there is on Reddit.
I mean, I too like to kill things when I'm hungry.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a page on Reddit.
I get a little bit of the hangries.
Of why are demons neutral and diamonds neutral and demons
Diamonds. Matt. Why is Matt Damon neutral, guys?
I don't know how to answer that one. But yeah. So tandems being tandems.
Yes.
Yeah. So other than like exploiting this specific topic way too much, what up, guys? What do you guys want to talk about? I did a really bad job at collecting questions this week, so
no, that's okay. I mean,
So that's why let's open up to the.
Do we just want to talk about our characters and they handle these kinds of things? Like,
sure.
what's their thoughts and opinions? Let's get to know them.
Let's get to know them. Rognar, you're the first one in the chat here. What's your opinions on the multiverse of evil?
Multiverse of.
What?
I mean, wait, what? Hold on. Muted? No, I'm not muted.
No, you're not. You're good, bro. You're good, bro. Good old Discord voice chat. My dog is making the face like I'm going to scream right now.
What? You said Ragnar. What does?
Yo, man, there's some evil shit out there, yo.
Because it broke up a little bit while you added. You know what you said?
Ragnar, right. There's some evil shit out there. What you do?
Yeah.
What you do? Fight the evil. Brum will save the day.
All right, fair enough.
Actually? What? Well, with evil and demons, to tell you the truth, like tapping into Brom's brain a little bit, it's like devils and angels. He's a little bit too new about that. He's a little bit confused. That's why
he's a young dwarf boy.
That's why I was saying that he's actually not a young dwarf boy.
He's a young, sprightly dwarf boy.
He's 205.
He's a young, sprightly 205 dwarf boy.
Is it 205 or 250? Something like that.
He's a young, sprightly 205 to 250 dwarf boy.
But like just like in the game itself, that Ragnar is confused about angels and demons. Like that's why he didn't really know what was going on. He's a little bit confused about it. That's why when Ariel showed his full form, it was like he's a little extra soapy, but he's a
little extra soapy. He just
doesn't
smells
know
a
how
little
to
nicer.
React. He didn't really know how to react about it. It's because he was used to being around stone and mechanical beings reason why he got dubbed the name Full Metal because of his totally not a mechanical robot Brahm. So yeah, I guess that's what it is for Ragnar.
He's still trying to learn what they are.
He's trying to learn what they are.
Yeah, I
He's,
get that.
he's fresh out of Dwarven College. He's learning about the world.
Like
I get that.
same
Man.
to tell the truth, same thing with Birderai. He's wasn't a religious
That's a baddie.
he wasn't a religious character. Because he wasn't really raised as one. His surrogate father wasn't. He's just wow. My backstory is kind of like the same. He was just around stone and metal.
How dare you say that you have similar backstory?
It's not really similar, but the backgrounds are similar. They're
But
both
the spirit's there.
the spirit's there. And Leon, I don't know about Leon. There's no such thing as pantheon gods over there.
Well, what's Leon's opinion on cults?
Wait, what? Sorry, I was coughing.
I was saying, what's Leon's opinions on cults then?
Cults? Wait,
Like cults.
what kind of cults?
I don't know. Does Leon know of cults? Like,
Leon
does he-
technically has encountered cults already.
Yeah.
Grindelwald's cult.
Oh, yeah. What is Leon's output of that? Big evil. They need to disappear.
It's fair.
Go to Azkaban. He's
In all fairness, Grindelwald's a fucking asshole. So
yeah, he's Leon is lawful, so basically he'll do whatever it takes for him to go down, or
That
the
makes
big baddie to go
Yeah.
down. Not technically kill him, but get him. What's that called? Subdued. Is that the word?
I mean, yeah.
And
arrested.
arrested and go to prison, basically to
Oh.
magic prison.
Go
That's
to
what he
the
wants to
magic
do.
prison.
Yeah, go to the magic prison, not the magical school bus.
Not the magical school.
You know,
bus.
not to be confused with the magical. You need to go to magic prison.
No prison for you. A magic prison. Man, looking up pictures of maggots are gross.
What the fuck, dude?
I'm trying to look up for a very specific monster in Pathfinder.
Okay.
Picture maggots.
I'll keep it then. Grayson, what's your opinion on demons, devils, and the like?
I like how you said demons and devils and not cults. You were baiting me there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know
Well,
what it is.
to Grayson's current knowledge, he doesn't really have an opinion.
That's fair.
So, the only thing he really knows about the whole cult situation is that his mother is involved and tried to hire a squad of them to kill him.
And so, therefore, because mother is bad.
Yes.
Yeah, fair.
To him, it's
him.
no good. And
I mean, fair.
he does know that the possibly the same group killed his father. So
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do have that information.
yeah, so he's not fond of the cult thing. That's
Yeah.
for damn sure. But of course, he went and attuned to a dragon mask. So there's that.
There's that.
I mean, it.
That wasn't particularly. I wouldn't call it like a cult thing for him. I mean, that's a magic item and
Something they
doing-
want.
something they want. And he's doing what a wizard do.
We'll see if
You want to know more about it.
if it's Fox's curiosity is very intrigued on what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I would like to know Fox's.
Fox's opinion on specifically cults, demons, and devils.
Yeah, let's hear it. 'Cause you're asking everyone else.
I think Fox is a pretty basic dude. Is I don't want to deal with this shit. Ugh.
Agreed.
right.
I just want to take a nap.
I want to take a nap, and
big
but
nap.
they're bothering me. Let me fucking get in their way and yell at them. It's damn these kids, damn these demons and Asmodeus getting on my lawn. I think that's big Fox energy right there.
That is big Fox
Oh
energy.
my god, is Fox Soldier 76?
Yes.
Fox is a very slow Soldier 76.
He's got, I mean, you moving 30 speed is him sprinting.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Oh man. Yeah.
I wish,
uh-huh.
I almost wish Tyler was here because John has very interesting opinions on the cult.
Yeah,
Such.
Janva grew up in a cult.
Yeah, she grew up within the dragon. So she has firsthand experience about a lot of things that they've done and seen and whatnot.
Man, yeah.
So she actually has a very interesting viewpoint on
It
because
sucks that she's
and like it's extra shitty because you growing up in Drow society, it sucks.
Yeah, Drow Society
Like
is
it
tough.
fucking sucks. And she had mentioned she was on the wrong end of Drow society, so she didn't get the good life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
So
I
she,
have a
yes.
very interesting, like, it's speaking on Drow, going just branching off a
Yeah,
little bit in topic, but like now
Mhm.
we view
Mhm.
Drow as in a very negative spot, but like the god of the elves really fucked over the elves.
Yeah.
And Loth was like, I'll take care of you guys because that's really shitty.
Yeah.
Also, I kind of want to get back at him, so like, you want to help me out, and I'll give you physical form, so you're just not a spirit roaming the earth for the next billion years.
Yeah.
And then Daddy Elf was like, whoa, hold up. I don't like that you're following her. Now everybody else gets physical form. Like, bro, you're just being a cock.
Whoa.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
What, am I wrong? I mean,
No,
probably.
I mean, it's like your opinion, man.
It's like
Yeah, no, yeah. So Janva had that extra shitty life of growing up in Drow society, and then she runs away with it. She runs away from it, and when you have Drow society as your only kind of point of reference, everything else seems better than that.
Yeah.
So you're like, yeah, okay, this seems all right, and they'll take care of me. They won't kill me, right? They'll feed me and let me live under their roof. So fuck it, this is fine. And that's just how she grew up.
So, and this might teeter a little bit of I'm just playing devil's advocate at the moment.
Yeah,
it's really in again with the complexity of trying to like address a game. It's sometimes it's just easier just to be like just because fucking just whatever, man. It's just aesthetics. Like I completely get it's just aesthetics. If they want to be this, that's totally fine. But going towards something that you said in your campaign, I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but
I mean, you are, but yeah, go ahead.
It's only live for everybody to hear.
I know, right?
But that anyone like there's no big racial stigma for Drow. No. In your campaign.
Well,
but there's a Drow society.
There is I know there is a Drow society. They won't. It's more of a I'm not gonna hate. So if you're acting like an asshole, then you're a fucking asshole. But
yeah, if you're acting like an asshole, then you're an asshole. I
mean, there is a Drow society, and then there are Drow that live above ground. So I mean, I guess there being less of a racial stigma to those above ground because it's like, hey, I feel you got away from a shitty situation. I'm not going to judge you for it. That's just kind of, in a way, I guess that's how my head puts it. So
sure.
Yeah. Right. Or I'm just covering up a giant fucking loop. Exposed. I don't know.
I don't fucking know. Don't ask me questions.
Yeah, no, but yeah, just going back on Janva, it's I know Janva's stated how old she is before, so
she's 2.
It's no, I mean, yeah, sure.
She is.
I mean, she's stated that she is. I mean, Fox is the oldest one in the party, obviously.
Obviously,
but she has stated that she is like to 90 years old. So that actually is an important thing when it comes to her. Just saying.
You cut
Because I
out.
know she's not here to say it, so I'm
It's
saying it for her.
Just for the audience to cut out. It's an
Oh
important
no!
thing. What?
Fuck. It's an important thing for Janva's point of view, being that she is close to 90 years old, and she left Drow Society when she was a very small child, and so she spent that amount of time in the cult.
Yeah.
So that's actually a very important point for Janva, from when she joined to how she is now. That actually affects, in a way, her viewpoint on a lot of things, like specifically within the dragon.
Yeah, I'm very surprised how well she's dealing with shit at the moment.
She's
not okay.
she's really not. She's seen some things.
Well, Fox is like, she's breathing, she's fine. So
Classic
Fox. Oh yeah, so
I can see I
can
see Fox
I can see a stuff there.
One more time.
I can see a stuff hanging out in chat.
A stuff hanging out in chat. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh my god,
she's a robot.
You are a computer.
She's a robot.
Beep boop, beep boop.
Oh, there she is. Hey, Ophelia. How do you feel about the Cult of the Dragon and everything that's happening right now?
Well, we are only thing in the side.
Robot.
Better?
You're kind of cutting out a bit.
Yeah.
If you want, you can like type it in chat. You can like type your answer in chat and read it for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that better?
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
That is better. Yeah, that is better.
That's a lot better.
You're better now.
Okay, with this being her only experience to the outside world, she thinks it's probably like part of the norm. She's like, a cult on a Tuesday? Okay.
Okay, that's fine. That's no big deal.
It's
Just a
okay.
cult. It's okay. That's what. That's like a small. That's like a small club, right?
Exactly.
She thinks this is like a fucking. It's like a small like a little like.
This is a
small,
slumber
like,
party that went out of control.
Yeah, that's
Just
exactly
a
what
book
happened.
club, man.
It's just a book club, guys.
Book club. It's fine.
It's just a local book club. I mean, how many of there are? How many?
So much book club.
So it's so much book club. Yeah. Oh god, that leaves me. Now I have to give Wes's opinion on cults.
Yeah. What is West? I'm pretty sure it's. They're not cool, bro.
Well, actually.
Oh well. Okay.
Well, okay. Well, when it comes to, I'm gonna say, it's particularly on the topic of devils and demons and like, Wes is, considering his background and how, growing up, especially when you're a kid and you're like, you have no concept of what's right or wrong in that moment. You're still kind of developing that. So he would see things, whatever those things were, and just be like, this is normal. This is fine. I'm a little scared and I might be bleeding out, but this is fine. Because there's nothing wrong with this situation. Thing. Yeah, so he has a very I don't know, it's all a big gray area for him, because I guess using Dis as an example, he knew Dis for that short amount of time, and it's like, well, he's not a bad guy. I knew that guy. He punched the shit out of my face, but he was cool. I'm gonna say that I think West saw himself in Dis, and it was one of those things where it's like you don't want to address that there's something wrong, so you project it onto someone else. And you like the closest person that you think you can relate to and be like, there's something wrong with this fucker. We gotta help him out. We gotta help this guy out. Like, he's obviously in a really bad place, so let's do what we can. And so, I think it would take a very It's very hard to describe West's point of view. It's so. I mean, all I can like the easiest way I could say it. It's a very big gray area. It's like you have to be like a complete asshole to make West hate you. Is what I'll say. You have to be like a completely shitty person to make West hate you. And so far, West is being told that Dis is a shitty person. Not see it yet.
I mean, sorry, microphone. West hasn't seen firsthand anything negative Dis has done.
The most that he's seen, I'm gonna say, is that was that flashback that he given when Fox about the child. That was his firsthand experience with that. But he's as he said, it's not your fault.
Well, what about the one on the boat?
Which one on the boat?
He just killed everyone.
Where he killed everyone?
Don't remember that one.
Where he was told where he killed everyone on his.
When it was us when everybody was there. We were on top of a boat. He
didn't. First of all, the way how West saw it, those guys swung first, so that's on them.
That's true.
I mean, talk shit, get hit, bro. Sorry.
Talk shit, get hit.
I mean, bro, he swung first, so that's on him. This was just yelling at a boat, and then this guy comes up behind him, fucking hits him. Like, that was an asshole move. So that was on him.
Carabao anchored him to the boat.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I'll just reiterate. West sees himself in Dis, and it's kind of like in a way almost like a mirror, and the fact that they are now kind of like paralleling each other's heads. That I feel that's significant. But cults, West doesn't have a lot of information on cults. He doesn't know much about them. He for a fact he hates it when there's that person that's always going to act like they're in charge and tell others what to do. Like, he hated the king. Like, he hates when people talk down to someone. That's his biggest pet peeve thing. Yeah. So if you have somebody who's like talking down on someone and treating them like shit, he will automatically hate you.
Oh, thank God they've never met.
That's right. If West ever met Grayson, oh no.
They did. They kind of did.
He would snap him in half.
They kind of did on the bar. Did they?
Well, no. In our AU thingy,
okay.
West was the reason Grayson had a scar on his face.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. We had in this high school playing through where they're all like confused, angry teenagers. West was like that teenager that came from a bad home who has anger issues, and Grayson said like one thing to him, and West like punched him so hard he locker. And that's how Grayson got the scar on his eye. Like he didn't take Grayson and like shove him into a like bully nerd style. He literally punched him.
Yeah. This is why they're not friends.
I mean, in the end, they were kind of getting. It was really
ish.
Nice. Yeah.
Well,
yes. Thank you, reason. Shortbeard. West is a very complex. Thank you for putting it.
West is a very complex idiot.
He's not. I mean, he's actually intelligent. I will keep saying he has an intelligence capable of being intelligent. He's just not educated.
He is
like in a way
educated.
He's not educated. My boy never went to school.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He just learned how to read.
He has the potential.
He has the potential. He's like 30, and he just now learned how to read.
What's West's intelligence?
14.
Yo, he's smarter than Alistair.
That, bro, is West the brain cell?
West is the brain cell. God,
let's not say that.
Joke's on you, bro. I can't read.
Oh my god, that's my favorite thing.
I need to read.
I love that so much.
I'm so excited for this comic. Oh my god. No, I mean,
oh my god, West
I'm gonna
is
say,
the brain cell.
I will say, I know who the brain cell is, and it's neither one of them, and we're just gonna have to roll.
Barankancha. Big cult daddy. Big cult. What? I'm saying big cult daddy.
Cult daddy. Oh yeah, that's right. Lynn posted a picture of a cult daddy.
Yeah. Oh, so just because my brain works this way, I was not satisfied with the answer, and I had to look it up. And diamonds are not the creatures I was thinking of, which I just misconfused them. Diamonds are
You led me on a
neutral-
goose chase.
No, but yes. So diamonds are neutral evil outsiders who are between devils and demons. But I was thinking, did you just BRB, Vic? You son of a bitch. The monsters, I guess, the creatures that I was thinking of are Asura, which are imperfections that gods have made, and they seek material meditation and physical perfection are what they evolved to strive, and they're just a really cool concept. They're apparently their divine aura is a threat to like everything that is demon, devil, angel. They're just like they're fuck ups by the gods, and they seek perfection mentally and physically, and these guys are evil because they are. That's what I was thinking of. Just that. But yeah. We have officially reached our time. Actually, we're there. We're at the 9:30ish mark. So does anyone have any last minute comments on just how the games have been transpiring thus far, or our topic of cults, evil guys, motivations, etc.?
Cults aren't cool, y'all. Don't join them. I mean,
I pity the fool who joined a cult. Mr. T's gonna come and break your stuff if you join a cult.
yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, Mr. T's bad.
Mr. T, I'm scared.
Mr. T. Yeah.
Tino.
Oh yeah. Oh no. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us. Let me just make sure that there's no last minute comments on chat about any questions that we shall answer. But
no last minute questions, comments, thoughts, opinions.
I mean,
have you ever joined a cult?
Are you in a cult right now? Blink once if you are.
I mean,
D&D is a cult. Let's be honest here.
I mean,
yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm in 3 cults.
Exactly.
Yeah, I bought $500 worth of dice. I was told I would make like $1 million overnight.
Oh my god.
Does the War Mother tribe count as a?
I think any gathering of people can be called
any
a cult,
gathering,
honestly.
any gathering of people with a very specific opinion. Things. It's just all semantics at that point.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Cult is just what you call the opposing group.
Yeah.
Cult is just what you call the antagonist. The other team B.
Other than that, you call them a book.
Yeah. Or all right, y'all. Thank you so much for staying here and listening to us jabber.
We're sacrificing Jeremiah tomorrow. Don't forget about the bake sale.
Please bake sale.
And
sacrificing me tomorrow.
Lynn, get the paperwork for our highway adoption.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yes, of course.
And
why am I
adopt a highway.
Don't forget to go to
the glory of Tiamat.
Don't forget to go to the lobby and thank our representative from Hell. Please address him properly by his name. And
yes,
is that his proper name?
That's the proper name. Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
I got that wrong last time, and he turned. So don't get it wrong, guys.
Yeah, don't get it wrong.
Because I said and it was wrong, and I got slapped for it.
You got slapped, man.
I almost
clearly
got
you're a favorite.
sacrificed.
I think that's because you're a gold.
Is that what?
It's because you're a gold star member.
Gold star member.
Yeah.
See, I'm only tier 2. So
yeah, once you get to gold star member, they start putting gold stickers on your resumes, and then
that's true.
Big Colt Papa looked at him like, oh, whoa, looks like Vic got 3 stars this month. Guess I'll sacrifice a goat in his name.
Oh my god, that makes me feel so special.
That's
I did sell my soul and a few hundreds.
Yeah.
Poor goat.
To become a gold star.
Poor baby.
Oh,
Gold,
poor
yeah.
guts.
Jeremiah did a lot of work to get that gold star. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll banter about stupidity next time as well. All right. Adios,
Yeah.
everybody.
Yay.
Night, night.
Okay. Thank you. Good night.